Hello and welcome back to Project Ozone 3 Mythic Mode. This is episode 17, I got that right. And we got quite a bit to get into. Let's see what we have today. And we've got our notes. Right click on it. End loot. Move the carrots. Bad apples. Apples. Grains of Infinity Farm. Thermal Hall. A Wall of Goodness. And a coal coke ovens. All these notes. Oh boy. Let's get right to it. Also, we're getting closer and closer to 1,000 subs, which unlocks a lot of things for me. If you guys can help in any way, just go ahead and subscribe or comment or like, because it helps everything. And we'll be doing more Path of Exiles pretty soon. That's in a couple days, I think. And Old School RuneScape, I still like that stuff too, but I want to find out if you guys have any ideas for that. Like more challenges. Because once I unlock the worlds, the 500 level worlds, I didn't know what else to do on the what do you call it, Iron Man mode. Maybe I should play not Iron Man mode and try to unlock the full game that way, just by making gold and then buying one of those tokens so that you can, as a challenge. I mean, I could spend the money and just get it and unlock the membership that way, but it's kind of I like the challenges. So let's get into this. End loot, moved carrots. Oh boy. Oh, also notice right here, it's gone. That's a good thing. Let's go over here. Oh boy. We're going to go into our nice room. Pedestals. Hello, YouTube. I'm a gaming guy. Alrighty. Oh boy. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Oh. Now, this is what I left out last time. The end loot. Why'd we go into the end? Well, it was for this. It wasn't just for the tons and tons of endstone. It was for all of these. Now the neat thing is, let's say you want to make copper. Well, if you melt this down, you get these, which then you can use in this system right here. So you put down copper and then put some gravel on top of it. And then once you get this seed by just making it like this, you can actually plant copper, grow it, and mutate it to a 10-10-10, and then auto-harvest it, and you'll auto-harvest copper and redstone and lapis and gold and diamonds and all the different products, and then you won't have to sift for them, and it's a lot faster production, like unbelievably faster. So that's why we wanted to it, because it was a really easy to go into the end. Now, what I've designed is a little bit of a system where you could do this risk-free. So how do we get there? First off, we're going to put this away to make sure we don't lose our notes. And then I'm going to take just one of these and one of these. This comes from the mob farm. It just helps me out a little bit. And this one, I eat this one because it gives me all of these things, and it's just easier to do. So we're going to go like that. Notice I've made a bunch of these. We'll take 4 of them. We have plenty of diamonds. Because I don't care about these things, and if I die in there from the end dragon, it doesn't matter. My armor, I made an armor stand. If you shift right click on them, it just puts your armor on there. So now, if I die in there, I've had an ender pouch. I have replacements of that, and I lose some picks. It doesn't really matter then. So we have our end cake, and there's 2 ways you can get into the nether really easily. You can use a cake, and once you have the eggs and the milk, you can just make a bunch of cakes, and then you use end cakes, which is just that. Those with a bunch of ender pearls, and that's why it's important to get that ender pearl farm here going early on by sifting, making the end stone with the redstone in the lava, and getting those ender lilies and growing and making that farm that we have over there, because then you can just have tons of these things, tons of cakes. Now if you can't make a cake, you can make an apple, and I'll quickly just peek at this one. I think it's this one. An ender apple. You could go that way, and that's made this way. A golden apple, easy to make, and surrounded by that. If you don't have the products to make the cakes. So we'll put that back real quick. I notice our cake has been eaten, so I'm going to take, we'll take 2. So this is easy stuff. 1, 2. Now we have a full cake. So I've put my stuff there. I'm going to cast this so I can see in the dark better out there. Now I've got my buffs going. Plenty of time. I've got this with these ready to go, so I can just go in here. And now I'm gonna, right away, I'm just going to start hoofing it, looking for stuff on the top. And it's kind of hard to read with that Ender Dragon, you know, constantly. Here's something. And I just vein mine that. Oh, I hear him growling at me. Now I've been vein mining over here, as you can see. I should have grabbed some food. There we go. Oh, I didn't grab food. Oh boy. We'll just do it like this. Oh, we got an end stone. What's this? Oh, Draconian. That stuff's really good. I don't usually take that because it teleports you around. What is this? Oh gosh, that scared me. It's unstable, it blows up. We get some Inferium that way if you need that really quick, so it's so much easier to get. We get tons of this stuff. Let's see if I have, oh, I do have food. There we go, because we have access to that. Just like that. We'll even put some end stone in here like this. There. Might as well fill up our bag. And now we can eat. We're pretty safe down here. If he knocks you around, he just knocks you against the walls. We'll go this way. Oh boy. And I don't even care if I fall through the ground. Oh, we got lapis now. What is that? It's hard to read. Oh, it's the Enderium. That turns into a liquid. Ooh, what's that? What the? There, we got that one. Let's see if I can climb up here real quick. We can get that if we wanted it. What's that? Enter dust. Weird how it came out like that. I'm looking over there. Oh, look right down here. Copper. It's hard to read. Tin. Take it. Oh my gosh. I guess it just explodes sometimes. It's unstable. I don't know. Scares me. What's that? Oh, emerald. Jeez, everything's unstable and blows up down here. Scares me so bad. So, it's easy to get in here, and then you can get all these by cooking them down. By cooking all these things down here, like end iron, we need that. You cook that, you get 2 iron things. This right here. This is really important. And then you can start making mutations and get to the redstone and keep on getting more and more and more and everything. Let's go around here real quick. Oh, redstone. Very nice. Oh, we even got some ender lilies this way. Kind of interesting. Oh, look at all this stuff. We don't want that. See what? Whoa, food. Oh, he's mad at us. We're kind of far away from him, so he's not really messing with us, which is kind of nice. Oh gosh, I spoke too soon. Jeez. Let's see if I can do this. End iron, end stone, end stone. Okay, let's see if I can crawl. Yikes! What is he doing to us? Oh, he broke that stuff? Did he break our ores? Maybe. I don't know what this purple stuff is, but it doesn't sound good. Oh, it hurts us. Oh gosh, I'm almost dead. I didn't notice. Oh no. But that's okay. I go, oh, what's this purple stuff? And I couldn't eat because I was full health to get a potion back. So we got this. Let's just go right back in there. And we'll find our hole. Oh, there's it's pointing right to us. We're gonna go right back in there. And he did get us down there right after I said he's not gonna get us. Yikes! Yikes, yikes, yikes. And eat some food. We could probably just bail. Let's just bail. Let's ditch some end stone just to make sure we got our other stuff. The good stuff if it's not picking it up. Come on. So we got all the good stuff. Let's just go home. Use the home command, or you could use a teleport home if the home command doesn't work. And we're back. I didn't intend to show you a... Oh, I got a speed boost still. That's nice. What? Oh, because I ate... What, did that thing give you a speed boost? Pretty cool. Whew. Okay, so let's do this. Let's make a quick dump tab. A dump box. I'm gonna put that there. This here. Call this a dump box, so when I get back from stuff, I want to just figure out what I have, or whatever the case may be. Let's go like that, and like that. And then we'll sort this. We'll take the end stone out, and we'll also get the end stone out of our pouch here. And we'll take the end stone out this way. Come on. Okay, we'll take this out. We know that. Perfect. We'll take... I don't know why I have 3 chests in there, but oh well. And then we're just going to come over here and dump all of our stuff in here. And we'll do it again. What did we get? Because that's what we want to find out. We got this stuff. So what we went down in there. You could do that with no armor, just those and an end apple, because you don't even need the cakes. So we got lapis, redstone, iron ore, tin, copper, and then this stuff too, and some draconian dust. So let's go over here and dump this in and see what filters out. And then we're going to go to our end loot. This is where I've been keeping that. And I just shift click it in there. Looks like we got some more end loot that we needed. And ender dust. Don't know why. I think we can make that a different way as well. Got some draconian. Very nice. So that gives you an idea of how easy it is, despite the death. Easy it is. We'll put... I like taking a nice one. And we'll take our notes back. Sure, we died. It didn't matter, though. We didn't lose anything. We didn't lose any gear. We can just put our stuff back on. And there we go. Perfect. Whew. Still intense. All right. End loot. And the importance of that, because otherwise it's really hard to get, unless you silk touch and go find the stuff to mine it somewhere, it's really hard to get that actual blocks of ore to start crafting your advanced seeds. And it's important to do that sooner the better. I wish I had started that a long time ago. I moved these carrots over here away from our ender pearls that were pricking at us. And this thing does... We left click on it. It does... Oh, I didn't plant one there. It does give you more than one if you use this loot thing. And it also gives you more of these as well. So let's replant that. So it's worth using. And we'll put that in there. And we'll put our little product back. And I'll dump these off in here. There we go. So, we moved that stuff. We've got this done. Our end cake has a bite out of it. And we're going to go on the next thing. We've moved the carrots. There's bad apples and good apples. Let's take a look at both. These bad apples. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could make these and they give you saturation, haste, and the recipes are kind of, I mean, that's kind of expensive. But the problem is, let's eat one of these. It only gives you a minute and then a little, you know, just a little bit. The speed's a little nice, but it's not worth burning through these things. The only other use for them is to put them in the culinary converter to get to burn them as fuel. Now you could do it with this one because these are cheap to make. We have so much iron ore. I suppose you could do that. So these are what I call the bad apples. And I just store them right there. But the good apples are on this side. There we go. The good apples. This one would get me back from the overworld, so if I didn't have the home command, I'm still not sure if we all have access to do that, or it's because of the game mode that I enabled. I enabled that because I don't want the series to break if something breaks in the world. I don't want the series to end, but I'm not abusing it, so I mean I could cheat in 100 apples, but it doesn't make sense to do that because it's not fun. So if I don't have access to that home command like everybody else does, or doesn't, then I would know. But otherwise, you could just use these. They're easy to make. Saplings, gold. We have tons of gold, so that's not an issue. Nether apples, ender apples, and golden apples. These are the good apples. We have bad apples and good apples. And I'll just right-click, double right-click to feed them back in there. Beautiful. So let's take a look at our notes to keep up to it. Good apples and bad apples. The Grain of Affinity Farm. We'll click it. Let's go take a look at that. Hello. We got rid of this annoying thing finally. And how do we do that? Well, I noticed that when we went to the hunting dimension, that there was tons of bedrock. And I said, oh boy, this is going to be good. And then I said, well, I don't want to have to rebuild this thing to go back in there and check. So I used my waystone, and instead of putting it up on the roof, oh, requirement 3. Interesting. I didn't know it had level requirements, but we know how to get experience through the those experience nuggets up in our sorting room. So here we go. I put the other waystone that we were given in the hunting dimension, so I don't have to rebuild that thing, and it just goes there. So let's go take a look. Instantly here, and on this side it's built, the other side it's not built, so it doesn't, make all those sounds. So here we are. Yikes. I don't want to run out there. We can just take a peek. Oh my god! No. I didn't know he could spawn in here. How did he spawn in here? Is he gonna crawl up here? Unbelievable. I don't want him to... Oh god. Let's go home? Maybe I can draw him out. I don't know how he spawned in there. I don't like it. Now I gotta figure out, where do I keep my stuff? The hunting stuff. Probably in my bedroom. Let's go take a look. God, he scared me. Alright, here we go. How did he get in there? I thought I had everything lit up. Do I have to take some more torches? Let's take some just in case. Torches. Take a whole stack. I don't even know if torches stop things from in here. Come on. Oh god, where is he? I know he's gonna peek around the corner at me. How did he get in here? F7. That'll... See all the outside. How did he get in here? Oh god. Where'd he go? Oh god. Don't blow up all my stuff. Run into me. Oh, there you are. Come on now, you're peeking around the corner at me. Oh god, I gotta improve this thing so it has higher damage. This, what is it? 3 attack damage? I gotta improve that. Make it out of some better stuff. Oh, I got your head. Okay. Let's just pop that stuff in there. Oh, I'll eat the experience points. Got a little bit back. Why did it do that? I don't know. Scary. Oh, maybe he was down here? I don't know. We'll put one over here. Scary stuff. Okay. Grains of Infinity Farm. This is how you make this thing. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, and it's working. So the important thing to do is to chunk load it. Up here in the top left, I I um I zoom in here and I go, I left click, I claim it, and then I shift left click, and now it's chunk loaded. And because it's chunk loaded, even if I'm way far away, it'll still, this area, this chunk of the world will be active. So I've got 3,000 of those. That's beautiful. And how much did I put an extension thing? Yeah, so we got plenty of space. And this is just like the upstairs where I had it, where we'll take that out. Here's the bedrock. Here's the little pointy thing that actually starts the fire. And I made 8 of them. You can make as many as you want. And then you need this. You need a block here with a redstone torch. That puts it like this. Then, on top of the block, with the black thing on this side, on top of the block, and this, see how it's pointing this way? This redstone? Oops. Got sucked up into the absorption hopper. Right click there, and then put some here all the way down, and make sure the redstone signal reaches all the way to the end. Is it? Let's see. It is, because it gets weaker and weaker as it goes along, like 8 or 16 units out, I'm not sure which. I don't use redstone a lot. And there we go. And then you put the timer down, make sure this says on, set it to like 500. And what it'll do is it'll restart the fires, because they all last a varying amount of time. And there's a random chance that one of the grains of infinity come on, but then it'll restart the fire. So there was one fire going, because you don't want constant fire. It has to go out and restart. And that's how you do that. And then these are picked up. I put a little bit of a radius upgrade in here, easy to do, with ender pearls, because we make so many. And you can actually show the area. I lowered it so it wouldn't mess with the stuff up top. And I made sure that it covered the green areas where it's actually picking up those grains of infinity, and then you can turn that off. So we have a grains of infinity farm. I do not know why that creeper spawned there. Maybe I could like change it to like half slabs or something here, so they can't spawn in here. If it becomes an issue, I'll fix it, because that was scary. I don't like creepers. Looks good. Looks good. Let's go take a look just in case. It's on the roof. What did I put in here? A bunch of stuff. Because I don't want them to blow up this thing. Let's see if I knock that out. Yep. So I do not know how he got in here. There's no yellow spots. Is there a yellow spot here? He just spawns. Maybe that's the hunting dimension. They can spawn anywhere. If you guys know, just let me know. Because I don't know why he got in there. We'll put one there just for looks. There. Put one there. Anyways, looks good. And we'll put some here. There you go. Oh, I already had some. All right, let's go back. Home. Wow, so I definitely have to make sure I have enough experience to get around on these things. Especially, well, let's say I don't have 3 to get back. But that's easy to do. Okay. On to the next thing. Thermal hall. That's important. This is a big step forward, is where I'm going with everything. But we'll do the wall of goodness and the coal coke ovens next. The wall of goodness. Let's take some dust. Take that much. And we're also going to need some regular coal. And I just left click a bunch. And then if it gets picked up, see how it's dropping down? I right click once. Oops. I right click with that in my hand. And it picks it up. Now you don't want to do it too much because it'll put it all back in there. There we go. So I needed the dust. Oh boy. Here we go. The wall of goodness. Interesting name. Right over here, I wanted to make a nice system that looks clean and everything, and it just gives you the products. So I wanted the slime balls in the slime ball thing, obsidian, tons of that. I wanted tons of this because I build, and I'd like to start accenting things better so it gives some little bit of a differentiation. I wanted access to tons of these, and clay. Now the thing is, I could just pipe it right in here, but it's nicer when you come over here to do that, where you just hold down shift and say, I want this many, or when I'm building, I want this many, and it's a lot faster than sitting there left clicking a bunch of times to get stacks. So I have the extras bulk in ready of all this stuff. So how does it work? Here we go. The magic happens on the other side of the wall. I labeled those as well, so I know what is what, and we'll start right here. I'm gonna go just take some of these out of my hand for a second, just to get them out of my hand. There we go, so I don't look at them. Okay, so it pipes in here from these. So we're gonna start with the cobblestone. There's the cobblestone. What do you call it? The generator one, and that's marked with gray in the middle. Feeds into here, and this machine just pulls from the top and pushes that way. And if you notice on the bottom, it's getting power, and I'll show you why and how there. So in here, cooks these up, puts them into stone, draws the stone out into two places. It goes up, and this machine, the regular stone, goes up into there. This machine is powered, but this grid power does not power these machines. So in both cases, I had to put one of those universal cables underneath, and I kind of hid it out of the way. So I have a universal cable underneath all these, which, see how it has two tiles? It's powering those, which powers these things. So it's kind of like a cheat to get around this. It should just work, but they don't work together. Okay, so then this machine pulls in from that side, pushes out from that side, and you teach it. You say, okay, you drag a regular stone here, 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 and here, and now it knows how to make stone bricks. And once it gets enough of those stones, it does the crafting. It's a simple crafter, spits it out into here, stone bricks get sent up and into the stone brick thing, and then I got tons of stone bricks. Beautiful. Right over here, same thing. Bunch of water buckets, and I could automate this so it makes the empty buckets back into the water buckets, and you just get water buckets right here. You put the rice dough in the top, and then the machine pulls from the top, pulls from the side, and pushes out this side. These stay in here, and the rice dough, which is made from rice, just regular rice, gets, as soon as it knows the pattern, we've taught it how to do it, it makes the rice balls, and they go up, over, and into their thing. And this blacklists those buckets so the buckets don't get stuck in the system somewhere with nowhere to go. There we go. And you guys have seen the clay. You just put the clay in the top, or the dust in the top. And, oh, you can see it working now. And it's going to spit it all out right over here. So you just put as much dust as you want in there, and it just makes it for you. Next up, obsidian. I surrounded it with this nice, quite clear glass. Obsidian works with a stone barrel instead of a wooden barrel because you're going to pump, and you can see it down there, you can pump the lava into the stone barrel. Put a block of water, a bucket of water on top, and make sure it doesn't spill out by surrounding it with glass. You could just do like 3 pieces of glass, but it looks weird, so I made it a glass like this. I can explain why. Otherwise it would look like that. And it looks kind of nasty. So you put it like that. And then this thing withdraws. The lava goes in. The water turns it into obsidian. This draws out the obsidian, and it puts it into the obsidian's thing. And all of these, you can turn them on and off, just like that, and it just flies through and pumps out the obsidian. How much obsidian do we have in here? Oh, we've got just a little bit more. So there it goes, and it's starting to produce them. And if this gets full, then we'll just let it go. That's scary though. I don't want to use all my lava, but it you know, if it can't find a home with it, then see how that's working. If it can't find a home, then it'll just put the lava in there, or the obsidian will just sit there, and then it stops the system and it stops using lava. And all of these have switches on them. So let's say I want to do work on the system, I can just turn them on and off right here. And because these are working off of a redstone signal, that way it turns it on and off, and it won't pump stuff into the system and into the wrong boxes. And this one controls both this one and this one. Beautiful. And there's going to be more production. So this will extend out, and this room will extend out and maybe curve around, so that this whole room will be kind of like an auto crafting, auto production room for bulk items, as I need more and more. There we go. Let's do the coal coke ovens. I got rid of them from here. I'm in the process of cleaning up this whole back area, including this monstrosity. So the coal coke ovens, they're right here. It looks a lot nicer. There it is. Coal goes in at the top. Let's see if we can actually put the coal in here. There's 3,000. If you shift right click, you can see the number that way. And because it's kind of hard to peek up there and see the number because it's at the bottom. Double click. And the coal gets distributed out the back with pipes into here, not charcoal, and turned into coal coke. Just like this. This turns into coal coke, which you're going to need for other things, and it makes creosote oil. And then once the coal coke comes out, it gets put right into our system and right over there to our distribution system, our storage drawers. And in the back, you can see a little bit more. There's the pipes that put the coal in. Coal comes out the bottom, and then this was withdrawing with the liquid pipes the creosote oil. And I made a little access one in the front that only holds 16 buckets, but these, oh boy, 50, oh boy, it's not even close. This has 50 buckets in it. Each of these have 50 buckets in them, and it can hold 4,000 buckets, so this is a little bit overkill, but I don't mind. So we have tons of creosote oil because creosote oil is going to be needed for a lot of things in the future as well. So I want tons of it on hand, so this is just kind of running in the background, doing its thing. So the sooner you get this thing up and running, the better. And probably 2 of them. Let's close these doors. Can't have doors open. Cool. Oh, there we go. Wall of goodness done. And we're almost done because there's not another page. Just the thermal. Let's go find out. Oh boy. Thermal hall. Let's go take a look at it. So this is going to be nice and cleaned up, and that'll allow me to do better work back here as well. And it won't be all, I can get rid of this bridge, all this kind of stuff. Oh boy. Oh, I powered this and got rid of the, I put it with the wireless power now. So it's doing its thing. Oh, look what the problem I just found. Glad I caught that. Look at that, it's not on, so it's not pumping it. But I caught it in time. We'll turn that on. Sure enough, boom, now it's feeding out of there, and it's plenty of overflow room. And eventually this will just get fed right into the system. And let's put the cover back on. We're in good shape. Oh, worms got stuck in the system. All right. We're going to thermal hall in a moment here. Let's go up 1 level. And as you can see, I got rid of this system as well. All these coke ovens. And I gotta clean this up because you can't have holes in the ground. Just like that. And now it's just all this power's gone, and it's just powered off of here. And even this can go because I turned this off. So I can get rid of this next too. So all that is working off that one wireless transmitter, and it's firing this thing up, and we can do that by going like that. See, it's serving that thing. In fact, if you wanted to get rid of this battery here, you could get rid of this and just put it right there. That right there, it would power that, and then it would power the whole system. But I like having the battery as backup. Because the thermal room, all these little thermal, see, we've got a fluid from thermal expansion, the fluid transposer. Well, it's got a lot of recipes. It's got a lot of things, and I want to have more than just one of these machines. I want to have more than one of those, more than one induction smelter. There's so many recipes and things. Right now it's working on sand and iron. Oh God. Go like that. Give it some room, because I was going for these rich slags. So I need a room for all this, and it's not going to go in here. This is going to be just the pulverizing room, that kind of thing. So let's go take a look what my solution is. We're going to go down here, and we can just dump these. I can try to dump them in there, and that'll try to put it in there. Or if I have way too many, just like this, I have 63,000. But this will take it if those can't. So let's try to go this way. And there was enough room. Perfect. So let's go. Here we go. We have the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. That's the sorting. Fifth floor, sixth floor. Oh boy. Notice how that spread out. Notice how this is like this. Okay, so we're going to go back down to the bottom. I also did that. Sorry. I want to change that. I just tightened this up so I'm getting a better idea of what we're going to be doing over here. I tightened that up. I moved it over here. I'd like to kind of like make it so that it seems like the smelter is kind of more hidden is all. But it's kind of hard. You got to have access to these. So I'm figuring that out, because it's making, what is it making? Nothing right now. It was making alamite, and these are the extra things. And then it exports it down here in good shape. Okay. Let's go to the thermal hall. Oh boy. Up once, twice, and is this the thermal hall? See, I'm gonna have to like decorate these so I know exactly where I'm at. There's the pulverizer room, and I think the this thing works intermittently. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. As far as the sound dampener goes. There's the even more production of I'll have to remove this. Here we go into the thermal hall. This isn't it, but I'm going to be moving all these pulverizers because they're thermal expansion into the thermal hall. Gosh. This isn't it either. It's even taller. Here we go. So the room with the red on there. And I even put some arrows with the auxiliary sieve icons. I just did that, and you can turn them with a wrench. So here we go. This is going to be thermal hall. It's going to be our lava production and all the thermal rooms, all the thermal stuff, thermal expansion. It'll have all of our stuff, all of our equipment, and the wall is extra thick, 3 thick, so that you can put the wiring behind stuff. The floor and the ceiling is 3 thick, so you can run wiring in the middle of the walls, floors, and ceilings without it being shown. And that's what we're shooting for. So it's going to be a lot of work expanding into here, automating all this. We've got tons of room for thermal expansion stuff. And if we go up one more, this will be the Ender IO room area, and then we'll have one for each of the mods. That's the idea. let's take a look at the lava production. I expanded it. It was 3. Now I think it's 8. This is just decorative, and underneath it's the normal. Wow, that's kind of hard to pick. I'm using the mesh, but if I can find some heat sand, it'll make this will go 4 times faster. And it just gets pumped. The cobblestone gets pumped from the back there. You can kind of peek at it right across here, and it looks like everything's full. Those are full, full, full. I can turn these on and off. The ender tank pumps the stuff up and in. Yeah, we're in good shape here. Maybe an ender tank at the end over here, like as a finality, so that I can use this stuff as an extra source of extra lava on demand, something like that. I'll figure that out. Maybe like one right here, and then a pipe leading out of the bottom, so I could use this instead of just having these. Let's take a look around the back. This is a lot. No, I don't know why that's there. Here we go. Comes in, pumps extra out here, it looks like. Oh, and that's how it gets pumped into our ender tank system, is right through here. And then right down there, and what's this guy? It's not a creeper. Scary though. I'm gonna hold shift. This is how high we are. Don't fall in there unless you want to jump in and make a lot of blood, because you actually do need blood for some recipes. So you could actually just jump in off this diving board right into the smeltery. That smeltery is super tall, and yet this is how high everything's getting. It's getting pretty intense. Let's jump down. Oh gosh. Oh, and then I've got a ladder, so we can go down the ladder. There we go. And now we're right back down. So you can kind of see way up there is where we're building. And we're back down in the regular area. Whew. This thing is working. I still have not got... Well, let's take a look. Maybe I got lucky. Nope, it's working on them. Nothing. So it's been opening 2 bags constantly, over and over and over and over again. No luck. Ooh-wee. So, I hope you guys like this. This is where we're heading with the series. Path of Exiles, I think it's called The Crucible, is coming out in a few days, so I'll be playing that. And I'm going to be playing on Ruthless mode, so it'll be even more intense. And we'll see see how far I can go. I would kind of like to be able to be the world's first / only 6-link Cyclone Juggernaut in Path of Exile's Ruthless Mode Crucible. I think I was the highest level 5-link at one point, but I want to get a 6-link chest and see what happens and see how far I can get into that. It's a lot. It gets really brutally hard and ruthless as time progresses in there. We'll see what happens. And with that, have a good one. If you guys like this, we're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you can subscribe, that would be it would be awesome, because it changes a lot when you hit 1,000 subs. There we go. Looks good. So much to do yet. This was just all to get organized to do that, and I'm working on these. These are all getting 10, 10, 10. This is what I'm doing for the 10, 10, 10s. And then once I get a 10, 10, 10, it goes in the system here, the seeds. I do have 64 of those 10, 10, 10. And this is where the production happens. So rice is all 10, 10, 10. This is a 4, 2, 3. And see how I got the iron? That's why we went to the end. So I have iron under here, and I'm trying to 10, 10, 10 this, but I didn't want to do it over there because see how it messes everything up? Once I've got that done, then I can maybe start to 10-10-10 stuff over there. But because it doesn't use grass, it uses gravel. Down here, I've got the lapis block, gravel on top, and to make that, you need something like the ferrous seeds, these ferrinum seeds, and like a potato seed or something to make it a lapis seed. So yeah, it's a lot of work. And then I got a 10-10-10 that. So this is not going to be even close to big enough. I'm going to need this 4 times bigger as well. So thermal expansion and all of this expanded and turned into like an auto gatherer. But I cleaned this up a lot. I cleaned this up. Did I clean this up? Oh, these are just seeds that are going to get thrown away. And throw away seeds here and into eventually a garbage can or something. So a lot of work to do. But once you get through all that, then we're in good shape. Did I grow those on sticks? No, you couldn't grow these on sticks. Yeah, but these you can. Or maybe, I don't know. Oh, it's a lot of work. With that, we'll sign off with the worms all doing their worm dance. The chickens in the background.